Hey everybody. I've been thinking the past few days how I actually wanted to do this, and I figured I'd just grab my phone and talk it out. So, I'm no longer going to be a part of the AWC. It wasn't my choice. I got the call 2 or 3 days ago now. I am so happy with everything that I got to do with the program. I mean, I started in Warlords of Draenor.
AWC Arena World Cup. It's the arena tournament thing. Rich was also doing the MDI for a while, and then I took him off the MDI. Yeah.
And since then, you know, I got to travel around the world, host I don't know how many BlizzCons.
Yeah.
The first MDI came around, I got to host and cast that. I think even last BlizzCon, after I got fired the first time, I still went to that BlizzCon. I hosted the MDI and I hosted
they fired him before.
Arena. There was a period in time where if you went on the World of Warcraft Twitch channel and you randomly scrolled through, chances were you might bump into me. And
yep.
To call that an honor doesn't even do it justice. I mean, it was a dream come true. I remember the first time I got to cast still, and changed my life.
There it is.
I don't think I ever would have started streaming if it didn't happen.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have
a gateway.
A lot of the friends that I have now. I mean, Allcraft never would have happened.
That's how Rich met Haunted, is because Haunted knew he was a caster.
WoW definitely changed my life, and the arena program was really the thing that brought me in. I'm sad. I would love to be part of the arena program, obviously, but this time's a lot different in a good way. The first time that I didn't get invited back to the AWC is after 4 years of doing every single show. I didn't get a call.
I remember that.
I found out on Twitter that I wasn't going to be a part of the program.
So that's actually what I remember. Whenever this happened 3 fucking years ago, dude, is he didn't know if he was gonna be on the program or not. He's like, oh, is he gonna be in it? Is he not gonna be in it? And then the way that he found out that he got cut from the program is that he looked on Twitter for the list of casters and he wasn't on the list. Yeah.
I was kind of in the position where I thought I was going to be a part of the program, and then just radio silence, and the show happened without me.
Didn't even tell him.
And that sucked. I mean, that was rough.
I remember that.
Everything ended up working out just fine.
Sure did.
Like I said, I still ended up getting to do more stuff with the program, which I'm truly thankful for that time I had, the additional time I had after that even happened. And also, I got to do some things that I never got to do before in that time. I ended up getting to host TI, which is one of the best memories I've ever had. But also, I wouldn't have been able to do that if I didn't start in WoW, right? So it's all connected. I'm thankful for literally everything. But I do want to say that this time was a lot different. And I got a call. They explained it to me as much as they could. I mean, obviously, Blizzard can't just. But they gave me a call, and it was from a good friend of mine. And there's literally no bad blood on my end, at least, between me and anyone.
That's good, at least.
You know, I fucking love all of them, and they're some of the best.
That's one thing, like, I think that I want to say is that, like, instead of being mad at Blizzard, if you like Rich, just be supportive for Rich instead. Just take like that negative energy for like being mad at Blizzard or whatever. Just be supportive to Rich instead.
Friends I have from getting to do this for so long.
Yeah.
But also this time felt a little bit different in a lot of ways for me, not even because of them. I really think this is probably the last time I'll ever host Arena.
Damn.
Like, even the first time it happened,
Shit.
like the first time that I got let go, kind of knew I'd be back, right?
Yeah, I remember we talked about that. That's why I said to him too.
I know I'm a good host. I know I'm a unique
is.
host, and I just felt like I'd be back. But this time it doesn't seem that way. For multiple reasons, some on their end and some on mine. I can't really go into too much detail. I mean, they didn't really go into too much detail, but
Yeah.
a lot of the reasons that they're not inviting me, choosing to invite me back, and look, this is a decision that they made, and I felt like they did it the best way that they could. Right? Changes happen with shows, like they just do, and
That's the way it goes.
I got a call this time, and they explained it to me, and I think a lot of those decisions just came around the fact that, you know, I'm not just the clean-cut host that maybe I was when I started. I'm a lot crazier, and also I've been
He's a
putting a
wild
big
animal.
focus on my stream, and some of the stuff I say on stream is probably not stuff that you would always want to have somebody who's representing your game say.
Yes, it is. If Blizzard wants to have a army of ass-kicking dick suckers, then they can do that. But it will be at the expense of their content. It will be at the expense of people that are taking themselves seriously, and the people that want the game to be better. Rich does not hate the game. I do not hate the game. None of us hate the game. And because of that, it's important to understand that while we might criticize it, while we might be frustrated about it, we deep down inside care about it. We love the game. And people that you have to win over, like Blizzard, there have been a lot of decisions that Blizzard has made, and I've said, you know what? I agree with this decision. I think this is a good decision. I'm glad Blizzard is doing it. And if you have somebody that says that about everything, that means just as little as somebody who doesn't say it about anything.
I think that, and I'm okay with that, right? I think it's a natural progression forward, and I understand that on their end. Even with, I've been incredibly negative about the game. I couldn't be really much more negative about the game, but I do try to do it with a constructive lens in mind. But I promise you one thing, even though I'm not going to be casting it.
Here's the thing, fucking esports, okay? Like, you're sitting there, you're playing a fucking video game. You're playing a goddamn video game with a bunch of other nerds playing video games. If you can't say stupid shit, if you can't make dumb jokes, if you can't just have fun, what the fuck is the point of it? Do you really think that Coca-Cola is going to flip out the moment that somebody does something that's a bad joke just for a second? No, they're probably just going to get mad about it for like 5 seconds, then move on. Esports, the biggest mistake that you can make with esports is taking yourselves too seriously. Esports are good whenever they're relatable. That's the difference between esports and actual sports. It's one of the differences. Esports are supposed to be relatable because they are. It's a video game. It's the same thing that everybody does, everybody enjoys. If you want to sit there and have everybody show up in a suit with a fucking, makeup on from the post-production or the production desk or whatever the fuck, you can do that. And it's going to just look as fake as fuck possible. Like, just go in there, Put on a good show, have people laugh, entertain people. This isn't some kind of fucking political debate to be the president. This is winning a game of World of Warcraft Arena. This is completing a dungeon faster. I am so sick of this shit. These people that take themselves way too fucking seriously, take esports way too fucking seriously, they take everything way too fucking seriously, they take comments made offhand way too fucking seriously. Learn to fucking relax. Unclench your asshole. Get your dick out of a knot. Stop complaining about every fucking little thing. Nobody cares about that shit. It's just people that care, people that think other people care about that shit care about it because other people think that other people care about it. There's nobody who actually cares except for a few fucking people who didn't like it to begin with. Esports are supposed to be fun. Rich made the show fun. That's the focus. That's what matters. Making people laugh, having them enjoy the show. What is esports? It is a competition. Yes, of course, but it should also be entertainment. Entertainment is what really matters the most. The competition, in my mind, should be at least equal to that, if not secondary. Like, this is, it should be fun, man. Make the shows fun. Whenever I did the Dueling League in Classic WoW, the show that we did we make that super serious? No. But was it fun? Yep. And that's what matters. That's why we had 50,000 people watching it over a year ago. Have fun. Don't take yourself too fucking seriously. These companies that have sticks up their asses are sitting around worrying about every little fucking thing that goes wrong like anybody's actually gonna care. Nobody cares. Yeah, look at Overwatch. Yeah, look at that, man. It's ridiculous, dude.
I'm always gonna tell you what I think. I'm always gonna be honest. And, you know, there are plenty of reaction. There are plenty of clips of me getting real mad when I'm opening my chest or...
Yeah, because it sucks. Because it sucks. The game sucks. Like, in a bunch of ways, it sucks. This isn't a surprise. And, like, if you have people that are going around and are saying everything's great no matter what, nobody's going to trust that. Nobody's going to believe that. That's not genuine. It's not real. It's not authentic. It's just bullshit. And that's the difference between media 20 years ago, media 30 years ago, and now, is that people are much better at seeing bullshit. They're much better at seeing fake news because the lens has been shown, the veil has been pierced, and people see the truth. And that's good. It is a good thing. Stop living in a fantasy world.
Whatever. I'm doing a vision.
Yeah.
And when I'm streaming, yeah, I do a lot of 14-hour streams, things like that. That's me. You're seeing how I truly feel. Luckily for me, I then have a week to settle down, critically think about what I've experienced in the game, and then go on Allcraft and talk with Asmon about what I think would make the game better.
Yeah.
And having that's really
big
really
focal
good
point
for me.
there, making the game better.
You know, I'll no longer be hosting AWC or anything with Blizzard.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean I'm going to stop doing like what I try to do for the community in the game, right? There are definitely plenty of clips where I look at them and like a lot of the stuff I say I'm like not super proud of, right? But I am proud of the stance I've taken on the game overall because it's truly how I feel, right? I do think BFA is not a good place, and
no,
I think it's
it's not.
important to illustrate the reasons why before we get into Shadowlands. Otherwise, we'll have another expansion potentially that's not in a good place. And I wholeheartedly would no longer play World of Warcraft if we had another 2 years of BFA.
Yeah, I don't know what I would play.
I definitely...
I don't know what I would do.
I definitely am not perfect all the time. I'm definitely sad that I'm no longer going to be a part of it.
It's like they don't understand. Like, obviously, whenever you go on stream and you're joking around and you do things for effect, right? People overact things on stream all the time. Like, the way you act off stream is probably going to be a little bit different and like a little bit toned down than whenever you act on stream. And that's just it's the nature of it, right?
What?
You're playing things up. You just want to make it fun, you know. And I think that's really what it is. Yeah, make your own tournaments. I'm sure I would. But like, here's the thing. It's not that Blizzard doesn't want to accept criticism. I see where Blizzard is coming from. I get it. And I think that really, here's what I think Blizzard is doing. They're looking at this situation and they're saying this. They're saying this person is working for us while he's actively bad-mouthing our game, and that makes us look weak. But what I believe is that the fact that they're still willing to hire somebody that bad-mouths their game because they know deep down that they truly love it, that makes them strong. That's the opposite of weak. That's what makes them strong. The fact that Blizzard, and I'll say exactly from my personal opinion, my experience, Blizzard has done a great job. Like, I am very happy. They talk to me. They are supportive of me. They have been polite to me many times. Like, every interaction that I have had with Blizzard in the past 2 years has been nothing but positive. And there is no reason for me to lie or make this shit up or say this for any reason. But they have been very open and very great to me. And that's true. I'm on like the private server thing now because of Blizzard reaching out to me and offering me this opportunity. So I don't only have bad things to say about Blizzard, but I think one of the things about that is that I have good things and bad things to say. And that makes my feedback, what I'm saying, and my voice more authentic and more trustworthy. And that's what people really care about online. This is a fundamental misunderstanding of values and content creation online that Blizzard has. And I wish they would sit down with someone like me, someone like other streamers, and sit down and figure out like how to make this better, how to make the shows better, how to make them more entertaining, what to do to make people enjoy it more. That's what matters the most. I share his opinion, but you can't have a caster on ABC trying to excite viewers for PvP whenever the caster doesn't find a PvP exciting. But he does excite viewers for PvP. This isn't about his on-screen performance, right? I mean, that's clearly what he's saying. He's not saying that, you know, he's going on the tournament and saying the game sucks. He's saying that it's things that he was doing on his stream. They're completely different. We care about fun. Yeah, I care about fun. That's what matters the most. When you have their contract, don't badmouth your boss. It's everywhere in any comp. I think online, yeah, no, it's online. It's completely different, right? And like also you do like all the time employees do that. They do that constantly. And also like, yeah, like what are you never supposed to say anything bad about the game? Sure, if you want people to do that, like that you want to go and use your fucking 1985 rule set for some sort of PR company that's trying to help Bill Clinton not get impeached from office for having his dick sucked, then yeah, maybe you want to go with those old school rules. But you know what? If you want to join me and everybody else in 2020, this is not the way that we do things anymore. This is not the way things are anymore. And to pretend like they are and to just run things the same way they've always run things, and that's just how it is going to get you the results that every other company that does the exact same thing does that, which is nothing. I don't like that, man. I'm not saying that you can just say anything you want, okay? But I don't think Rich has said anything that's truly out of line.
Mostly because I'm
Shaolin, thanks for $5. I appreciate that.
Everything
For 5
about
subs.
it,
Thank
right?
you.
Getting to share those memories with everybody, getting to be next to your friends that you've been on the desk with for 5 years, there's really nothing like it in the world. But I said that there was also things on my end that made me feel like this time's for good.
Yeah.
And that I don't think I'll be back. I think it's just time. I don't think I'll come back to the arena. I mean, I'll never say never, but I just don't think I'll go back, even if they change their mind down the line.
Shit.
Because I am going to be full-time streaming. Already, I've started to move down that path, and you know, commentating. Somebody's excited.
Okay.
All of the commentating work that I still had was getting in the way of it. And
Yeah.
there are a lot of big plans that I have in store right now. I'm going to move to Texas so we can make our own shows. The duel tournament that Asmon, Esfin, and I put together is still one of the best that I think there's been in the space. And I want to do more things like that. I want to put a spotlight on different people in the community, and I just want to make good shit. But yeah, I guess after what, 6 years of being a commentator, I'm not one anymore.
Yeah.
Pull that Band-Aid off.
Big truth, so real. There it is,
I'm a
dude.
streamer now. Which also means I'm now kind of an idiot. Streamers are so dumb. Alright, guys. It's kind of weird. This is kind of weird.
No.
Bye.
No. No.
I'll see you on stream.
No, that's not, dude. No way, man. AWC will be incredibly dull. Dull. Yes, it is dull. I mean, like, listen. Here's the thing. I feel like they want people to go on and just basically be, that they want them to be tools. You know, they want them to just simply go and say the things that they're supposed to say, do the things they're supposed to do, and that's about it. Blizzard doesn't really want to go beyond that. They don't want people to go beyond that. And in my opinion, I think that is not the best way to handle things. I'll read some of the comments here, man. Bro, the Scuffle budget tournaments with Aspen Espen are much more entertaining, probably more point of views anyway. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be, it will be better for Rich. Like, this will be better for Rich, and if Blizzard wants to go off and do what they want to do and have people that way, then they can do that. They can do it. That's up to them. But I think that there's a certain amount of, kind of content and things like that people want to see that's genuine and real. And if you have some guy who's sitting there super clean cut, never says anything bad about the game, you know, always is positive, etc., you know, it just doesn't mean as much. I don't know, McConnell, what do you think?
Huh? About Rich's thing?
Yeah.
Obviously, Blizzard is pussies.
Boom. There it is.